Hey guys, Britain, a country that decided to take a hot, soapy bath while watching its favourite soap on the TV. The TV was balanced on the end of the bath. And yes, you guessed it, the TV fell in. And also, welcome back to By Any Means Necessary. Thank you so much for all your messages that you sent me, and a special thanks here to everybody who has signed up to my channel. I feel so blessed with so much people that have signed up, so thank you so much for that. I'll go through all your messages. I'll answer as many as I can, but I will like all your messages for definite. So I haven't done a video from since like Friday. I didn't want to do a video over the weekend, and on Friday night as well, because after one of our MPs was murdered, and you know the way I speak about the Tories as it is. So I didn't really want to be like slamming into them while the Tories are going through such a difficult time, because I think that would be kind of unfair, right? So we've had one of our MPs murdered by it looks like an Islamist radical who may have been born in this country. From what I'm hearing, this person may have been born in this country. So you have to ask, what the hell, right, has made someone who's born in this country, right, go and do such a pointless act. Well, it's not pointless for them. For the people who are doing this, it's not pointless. But for us, it's a completely pointless act. Because I don't know anything about this MP, right? But I do know that a lot of people have been saying some very good things about him. I judge MPs by their voting record. Right, that's how I judge them, right? But a lot of his constituents have been saying some very very good stuff about him. So by all accounts, he seemed to be a very very good constituency MP. Right now, there's obviously a major difference between having your MP who's a constituency MP or having your MP who's a minister. If your MP is a minister, whether or not they're going to be able to find time for surgeries and stuff like that, I'm not really sure. Do you know what I mean? So but by all accounts, this was he was one of the good guys in the from the Tory party, and so we've had a young, because I believe the guy that murdered him is like 25 years old. So you have to wonder what the hell's going on in this guy's life for him to, because not only has he taken, David Amos' life, Sir David Amos' life, he's also, just completely ruined his own life. His life now, his life now is finished, right? Because he's not one of them who went in there and was going in there to commit suicide, because obviously he didn't do that. So his life is, he's never going to get out of prison. So his life is completely ruined. And he's ruined the life of this family as well. So I think the whole situation is very very sad. But as a person of color myself, right? Obviously, I would have been through a lot of the same type of stuff as him. Well, in fact, I probably would have been through a lot of stuff that especially affecting us over here. Because my time as a youngster was with the National Front and things like that, right? So that wasn't a good time for us over in this country, for black people or Asian people in this country. It wasn't a good time when the National Front was running about, right? So you see that you don't find us going out there and doing things that say, what, we actually really hate this country that we live in, right? So and apparently this guy, he's been through the Prevent program as well. Do you know what I mean? So I can understand. I can understand. Right? This guy's type of mindset, right? But he's using that mindset completely in the wrong way, because if you go through your whole life of racial difference, let's just say, right? It's it plays hard on the mind. It does play really hard on the mind, and I can see people who are of lot weaker minds, yeah, can be probably convinced to do really stupid stuff, just things that are just really just really stupid, just ridiculous, running in a building and blowing yourself up. I mean, come on, seriously, you know, the, you know, who the hell can convince you of doing something so stupid? Do you know what I mean? I mean, someone asked me to do something like that. I said to them, "Well, I'll tell you what to do. Yeah, you go first, and we'll see how it goes for you. Right? You can report from heaven, right? The kingdom of gold and the 72 virgins or whatever the hell you're going to get. You report it down to me, right? From there." Right, the whole that's how mad the whole thing is. Do you know what I mean? That's how crazy the whole thing is. Do you know what I mean? But it's again, it's religion. The whole religion thing. So anyway, so look, we seem to be at a stalemate, right, on the situation in Ireland, right? Britain at first, I thought they accepted the EU's offer, right, to of the reduction of paperwork, but it seems that Lord Frost, right, the person who actually negotiated the deal that he's trying to renege on right now, right, seems that he's saying, well, you know what, they want the European courts, right, not to have any jurisdiction over Northern Ireland. Well, considering, right, that these are the stupid people, and you Brexiters are the fools, right, who have made a border erect within our borders. I'm going to say that again, okay? You have, right, made them erect a border within our borders. How stupid are you people? Now, what other country has got a fucking border within their borders? Right? The level of stupidity is second to none on this. It's some next level fucking stupidity for you to go and put a border within your borders, and then you're complaining. Right? When you've done this, right? The EU haven't done this. You've done this. You wanted to put a border within the fucking borders of this country. What kind of fucking ridiculous stupidness is that? Right, and then you want to complain about it. Well, suck it up, right? Just suck it up, right? Because you know what? You're fucking idiots, right? All you Brexiters and all you Tory supporters, you're all fucking idiots because you have put a border within your own borders in your own country. How stupid are you? Seriously, right? Not only, right? No, we've got, right? The EU asking Britain to act. To act honestly. That's what they're saying. You know what? You need to act honestly, right? And then you've got, yeah, the Don't Understand Politics Party, the DU fucking P. Seriously, these, Sammy Wilson and Nigel Farage, these two, yeah, are one side of the same backside, right? They're fucking idiots. Right? These guys have erected a border within our own borders. Right? How stupid have you got to be to do something like that? Seriously. And then when you realise that things aren't going your way, oh, you want to tear it. But here's the problem, right? Things are going okay for Ireland because trade between Britain and Northern Ireland, yeah, is down 30%. Right? Bam, straight 30% down, and that's going to grow, right? Because what's happening in Northern Ireland, they're just sourcing their stuff that they was once getting from Britain, right? They're now just sourcing it from the EU market that's opened up to them. They can just source whatever they need in the EU. They don't need to worry about no CO2 or no bullshit like that. They don't need to worry about it, right? Source it in the EU. Right, but you see people like Sammy Wilson and Nigel Farage. These guys won't be happy yet until what is going on in Britain, right, with all the shortages and all the people pulling out knives on people in petrol stations. They won't be settled, right, until that is going on in Northern Ireland as well. Because remember, it was at first. At first, it was. Right, Northern Ireland was having problems getting stuff in from England, right. So they decided, you know what, we're open up to the EU market, we'll just source our stuff there. So, because it's working for them, and now we can look over from Britain and say, hold on a minute, how come it's all working for them over there, right? So they want Northern Ireland to be in exactly the same place, yeah, as Britain is, right? And you know the thing is, right? I think yeah that I think that the British in Northern Ireland are stupid enough, right, to try their hard because look at Stabby Wilson. That's what he's trying to do. Right? He's saying, you know what, I want to be with it, right? Even though he can see what's going on in Britain, right? But he wants that for Ireland. What kind of fucking people are these? Right? And you know, all of this, right? Because some fucking rich motherfucking fools, right, didn't want to pay the new taxes that the EU was bringing in, because that's what all this was about. That's why they've pulled you out of. That's why they've pulled you out of the EU, because of the tax business. Because rich people and their fucking taxes. That's why you've lost your freedom of movement. Right, and let me tell you another thing, you fucking stupid ass Brexiters. You people are so fucking stupid, right? You have no fucking clue, right, how stupid you really are, right? Do you not realise, right, that you know the high wage and high skilled economy is not for you. It's not for you. You voted for it not to be for you. Because you voted, right, that the only people who can do minimum wage jobs are British people. How stupid do you feel? Do you feel sufficiently stupid yet? Because if I was you, I would. Because you have voted, right, for you and your children, right, to, you know what, whatever minimum wage jobs out there to be filled, go and fucking fill them. Because no one else can come here and fill them. You can't have, you can't have, you can't have people from the EU or people from Asia or Africa come here and fill minimum wage jobs. They're not allowed to. So who's that open up to? It's opened up to your low wage ass. That's who it's opened up to. Open up to your low wage ass. Okay, they're the only people. That's how stupid. You see, it's not even sleight of hand. This is just you know what? We'll just do this right in these people's face because you know what? They loves the poorly educated. Do you remember when Donald Trump here was on stage? One time Donald Trump was on stage here and he said that to a crowd of people. He said to them, you know what? I love the poorly educated. And when he said it, he pointed at them. And you know what they done? They whooped and they cheered. That's the level, right, of you Brexiters. You're fucking fools. Right? You have allowed them to take away your freedom of movement, move British people into low wage earners, right? While everyone from the rest of the world, once those jobs are once the money goes up to a certain level, those jobs can be by people from all over the world. So all you're going to get is the brightest people from all over the world coming to take these jobs, right? And they'll be your managers and your supervisors. That's who they'll be. Right, and you, right, the British worker, right, will be at the bottom of the motherfucking pile, and that serves you the fuck right. I mean, just look now, right? Look at your sovereignty argument, for example. Let's just break it down like this, yeah? You have masters and you have servants. Let's break it down in simple terms, right? What the fuck did you think, right? When you voted for us to be outside the room when they're making rules. So the masters just come out and say, well, you know what? Yeah, these are the new rules. This, and this. And we say, oh no, not us. Okay, what are we going to do? Well, what we're going to do, yeah, is we're going to invoke Article 16. Yeah, then after that, what are you going to do? After you've done that, and then we take sanctions against you, what are you going to do? Would you like to go into a trade war? Would you want to go into a trade war with the EU? Do you think you could deal with a trade war with the EU? No. Right? It's all just bullshit, right? Your sovereignty, right, has got us, right, handing back all the power that we had within the EU, handing it back to them, right, and still having to abide by the rules. I don't know what kind of people, right, don't understand that. Why the fuck can't you understand that? Why didn't you understand that from the beginning? Because we told you. will be outside the rules. We'll be outside the room, just taking the rules. Right? So you can forget fucking sovereignty, right? You can forget it. Because you know what? If they say to us, jump, motherfucker, we'll say, well, excuse me, but how high do you need us to jump? That's it. Because we've got no say. We've got nothing. When I say we've got nothing, you Brexiters have put us, this country, in the weakest position this country has ever been in, right? In its whole existence. You've put us in the weakest position it's ever been in. Because now you've turned this country into a nothing country. A country just takes rules, it just takes orders. That's it. You do this, shut your mouth, and that's it. Don't argue about anything, because you've got nothing to argue about. Okay? That's what you've turned us into. So I hope that you're happy with your sovereignty ass right now. Right? Because you've turned us into one big pile of poo. I prefer to say shit. Can I say shit? One big pile of shit. That's what you turned us into. So that's and this is all down on you people. Right? So I hope, yeah, that your low wage earning sovereignty foolish backside, right, is still smiling about this now, right? Because you have turned Britain into a nothing country. Anyway, guys, this is By Any Means Necessary. I'm the MC John Ribbs. It was really nice to speak to you guys. Comments below.